JoJo, second spring for you. Just how are you feeling this time around, man?
Feeling good, I'm just excited to get back, put in more work from last year. I'm just building from last year, honestly.
And then talk about building. Speaking of the Pop-Tarts Bowl, you had your first touchdown. Just how big was that game for your confidence heading into this year?
It was, I guess, it was really big. I guess a little bit, but it wasn't that big. But this year definitely bigger than last year.
For you, just what were you able to take away from last year? Obviously, playing time wasn't as consistent as you probably would want, but what were you able to take away from being around the guys and learning from some of those veterans?
I actually took away a lot from Shepo, JG, Sam Brown, and all those receivers, definitely. And just getting comfortable with the offense, just seeing like the stuff like Cam calling out the signal during the game. I'm on the sideline. Oh, that's the guy's this play, that play. Just basically just being a student of the game on the sideline. We're not even playing. Basically.
You and JJ are obviously going to be linked just by being an insane, unfair duo in high school. So watching him succeed so much at Ohio State last year, how much did that motivate you? And how much did you talk to him about like what he learned from going through all that last year?
It actually motivated me a lot. It's very exciting to see my brother. Me personally, I knew he was going to do it. Y'all didn't know he was going to do it. So you feel me? It was very exciting. It was very exciting seeing win the national championship. That was something that we talked about in Derby and stuff like that, winning the national championship.
How are you different this year than last year? And last year you were like sort of banged up a little earlier. Did that hold you back a little bit?
Yes, it certainly did hold me back last year, but it's definitely not going to hold me back this year.
So what's different about you this year compared to like what you learned last year that you really grasped and are better at this year?
I definitely learned how to practice. I learned how to be in the building more and stuff like that, being a student of the game, stuff like that.
How are you handling the expectations this year? It's going to be a lot going at you. So what's that mindset going forward?
My mindset is just keep working each and every day. No job too big, no job too little.
And Mario was saying at the end of the field that not just you, but Nye and basically all the receivers have. There's a lot of good moments. There's also some things to work on. Just what are some of the things that you feel like you have to work on the most this spring?
Me, I feel like you have to work on everything. You're never too good for anything. So I work on my hands, footwork, blocking drills, for everything. Learning the plays from inside out, learning from the QBIs, everything.
Jeremiah's career got up to a quicker start than yours. Him being your homeboy, like what was he saying to you? Was he encouraging you? Was he ragging on you? Like, how was that
he was
going?
definitely encouraging me. He was like, just wait your turn and stuff like that. He said, you see what I'm doing, just don't worry about it because you know what I can do. That's the best we were talking about.
A lot of receivers are gone from last year. Well, all the receivers are gone that had production last year. I think you're the leading receiver coming back. What signs do you have that this receiving group can be really good? With young guys like you.
Signs. Everybody's here to come to work. Nobody has an ego, no nothing. I feel like it's going to be a great year from a receiver standpoint, definitely.
JoJo, what's your connection with Carson like?
Carson, he's a cool dude. He don't talk a lot, but I talk to him and stuff like that. He's getting around the team very, very well. I be watching film with him, even though he's not outside throwing, so he's getting along well.
Have you watched film? I'm sorry. Have you watched film on him to kind of learn more about him?
I watched Georgia games, so yes, I watched film on him. And I've seen a couple throws that he thrown, the receivers that dropped the pass. I could have caught the ball.
There were a lot of drops last year.
You put on a little muscle. How much have you put on some weight?
Yeah, I put on 10 pounds. I'm 180 now. I came in 163. That was a bit light, but I didn't expect that. I'm getting to 190 for sure.
A couple more for JoJo?
You're one of the more experienced receivers in the room now. Talk about the freshmen, how they're doing so far.
The freshmen are doing well. They're getting in the building early, they're leaving the building late, they're even in the building when I'm in the building, on the jugs. Actually, the freshmen, they actually came in better than as what me, Nah, and all the other receivers came out in the freshman.
So your second spring now at Miami, how different does it feel from this time last year, as far as how you've progressed?
I can say how I feel. Just, it feels the same. It's just me elevating my game every day, trying to get better, watching more film, coming in after practice and stuff like that, just putting in extra work, just working hard every day. So I wouldn't say it feels different because I did the same thing in high school to be able to get here. So I can say, it's nothing really. It's what I do is my job.
Are you becoming more of a leader in terms of your teammates in the locker room?
Yeah, I can say I can because the young guys, they come in, sometimes they don't want to be at the building every day because, they come from high school, they don't pay with all that sometimes. So, like I say, me and Joe been, heavy. We've been doing our part.
Mario was saying a minute ago that, you and JoJo, there are some things that you guys have been doing really well in practice, some things we need to work on. What do you think are some of the things you need to develop the most?
I can say I'm not where I want to be right now. Really, I wouldn't say like I gotta focus on like just pounding at one thing. Like I say it's just like everything. Like just really taking my game to the next level in the film room and on the field catching and eye coordination, route running, everything. Really, it's just like it's not one detailed thing that I can just like focus on by myself. Cause like I'm trying to get better at everything I do. So it's like I'm trying to work every day on everything.
What did you learn from those guys last year? Working with those guys?
Working with them, I can say I'm not the one that like I pay attention to everything, and I'm not the one that just gonna bash somebody. But I can say we learn good things and bad things from them. So I can say it's like learning from them. It's just being on time, being coachable, and just getting here early, putting extra hours in, just make sure I'm where I need to be.
So you learn from the mistakes and the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Now, cause a lot of defensive backs, influx of new defensive backs this year. Any of those guys give you some work out there? Like, who stick out to you?
Right now, I say I like XL, Xavier Lucas. Me and him been getting some good work. I told him the other day when I caught like 2 good passes on him across the middle. I told him iron sharpen iron. So we gonna make each other better. We both fast guys too. At the end of the day, he be saying that too. So I was like, we really just gotta work on being under control, body control, me and him. So it's like I could just say he probably the main one can give me a good job, good run.
How much of an opportunity is this for you this year? Obviously, 5 big names gone from last year. Just a chance for you to step up. How much are you embracing that?
I'm embracing it a lot. I'm not in like to a point where it's like I know I gotta fill big shoes and a big role, but I'm not like letting it like get to me a lot. I'm just trying to stay level-headed. I'm trying to stay focused. I'm trying to watch film and stuff like that. Just look at the things that they did wrong and find the good in it and like let it make me be better than what they feel.
Is Carson back already like talking to you guys, trying to figure out timing, just watching it, sort of stuff like that?
Yeah, he'll get with us sometime, but he mainly with the trainers trying to strengthen his elbow. So like I said, not really.
Talk about Coach Kevin Beard. I see when he works out with you guys, real hands-on, devastating drills. How big has he been in your development?
He's been very big. So coming out of high school, I'm a speed demon, so it's like I gotta work on being controlled, and the stuff that he teaches us, it been helping me being very under control. So like I don't like just make a little move and get out the ball real quick. I know how to be like subtle. I know how to I'm working on like just being explosive without looking so explosive. It's just it's an illusion. That's what he always tell us, like make it seem like you're running fast, but you're not really running fast, because it's like the harder, the smarter you work, the easier it is. And don't work harder, work smarter. So I can say he been playing a big role in my development.
I know CJ Daniels hasn't been out there with you guys much this spring so far. What have you gotten to know about him as a person?
He's a true leader. He came in the first day, he knew he was going to be out, so the first day he met with every receiver. Every day we meet with him. We don't even meet with, we meet with KB, but it's like we meet with him first, then we'll meet with KB, because like he's to the point where he wants the whole room to be on the same level, because he the older guy and we all young, so he want us to be leaders to everybody. So I can say he put in the time with us. We meet with him every day, so it's like he's a natural born leader.
It's kind of like an assistant receivers coach right now.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Can you talk about the 3 quarterbacks who've been throwing to you guys so far this spring? A little bit about each one and kind of what's the good and how they're different from each other.
I can say everybody needs to work more. I can say right now we all got to put in time and more time at the builder. I can say everybody been doing a good job. It's just we got to find consistency every day. So that's, I can say, I wouldn't say who's better than who and stuff like that, but I'll just say we all need to, we still got work to do.
Zoom out, man. Markel, how valuable was the experience you were able to get the on-the-job training on the field last year heading into this year?
I most definitely say that the reps that I did get last year, it was very impactful, and I didn't take advantage of any rep that I did get, and I'm so grateful that I did get those reps, because now it's setting me up for me and taking on this new job that I have as the starting left tackle. So yeah.
Coach Mirabal said the other day that being so tall and it's a blessing and a curse. Obviously, long wingspan, and you also have to play low to keep guys from getting below you. How have you been kind of working on that, and how's that come along?
I've still been in the weight room, just getting mobility as well, but strength as well, and just coming from JUCO, I mean, I never used those. I never used those muscles, you know what I'm saying, in my body, but it's just been strengthening and doing mobility and flexibility. So yeah, it's been helping me on the long run. Yeah.
How has your body changed? How has your body changed since last year?
I dropped a percentage of body fat as well. And yeah, I just got more flexible, like my ankles. Most people say ankles, knees, hips, you know, just get more flexible and strengthened. Yeah.
What would you say was the biggest adjustment for you coming from JUCO to playing in the ACC?
Biggest adjustment. Everything much faster, and you're going against guys that not coming out of high school. You're going against guys that are also well coached and have the same resources as you. So you really have to be on your A game. You really have to be technically sound, no matter how big, how fast, how small. You know, you have to be really technically sound.
What are some things that you think you learned from Jalen Rivers in this conversation that you had with him that kind of sticks with you?
Yeah, man. One thing I learned from Jalen Rivers is just being patient and trusting your technique, because we practice for 2 hours a day, and all those hours build up. And so you don't want to get to the game. You don't want to practice all throughout the week, and then you get to the game, and it's like you forget everything. No, just trust your technique and trust who you are. Yeah.
We both watched the journey. Last year, did it ever get tough for you, like trying to get acclimated to the position and playing?
I mean, yeah, nothing in life is easy. So yeah, I mean, it was really, it was a challenge. It was a challenge I was ready to take on, you know. And yeah, just getting acclimated. It wasn't just I take it day at a time. It's a one-day process, and I can't look at anybody else's where they are and compare themselves to me. So yeah, that's how.
Markel, how much does it help that obviously James is new at center, but everybody else on the offensive line returns? That you guys have guys returning with starting experience. How much does that continuity and that chemistry, having that already in place, how much does that help?
No, yeah, it's good because I know what to expect from those guys. Those guys know what to expect from me with me being the guy now, and just getting reps last year as well. So yeah, it's good. It's a blessing. Yeah.
Speak on the competition so far in spring ball in the trenches and how that's pushed you to be better.
Oh man, the competition is really game-like. So I'm going against the best guys in the ACC, the best, you know, King Mesero, Bain, even the new guys. What's his name? Aiden Lowe. Yeah, I'm going against some good guys, so it pushed me to be better. So when I get to the game, it's a good piece of cake.
You're always the biggest guy on the field. Any guys in front of you ever said anything funny or crazy to you? You want to share with us?
Nah, I just tune that guys.
First couple weeks of practices at Miami, what has stood out to you most about your new coaches and your new teammates?
My coaches, I would say they're very detail-oriented. Coach Delu, I love the way he coaches. I love his style of coaching, and it really motivates me to come to practice every day and do things earlier or later. I'm trying to really get into the groove of doing that. So yeah, I can't do nothing but talk positive on them.
And how about your teammates, especially your fellow defensive tackles and the O linemen you go up against in practice?
Oh, they some guys for sure. I ain't gonna lie to you. They some guys. It's good competition. Everybody working to outwork each other, but we all getting better every day.
Yeah, can you just take us through the process of what led you to Miami? What stood out during the process when you were in the portal, and just why Miami?
When I first came to Miami for my visit, it was just different. I'm not gonna lie. It was a great vibe. I came into the facility, everything. I don't want to say it filled my eyes, but it filled my eyes, like in a good way though, for sure.
What's kind of been the biggest adjustments going from La Tech to Miami too, whether it be like, away from football, in the facilities and things like that?
The biggest adjustment, I would say, first and foremost is the class. I'm trying to just go to class every day, make sure my grades are good, because without the athletics, you can't even play ball. But outside of the classroom, it's just me getting in the groove, like I said, coming in and just getting the work that I can get in.
For people that don't know your play style, how would you describe yourself as a D tackle?
For my play style, I like to compare myself to an Aaron Donald and a Fletcher Cox kind of mix, but obviously I'm still working to harp on my skills, make sure I do everything right every play, and just be consistent, because that's what they are.
What against like the interior offensive linemen in practice? What have you noticed about them? Who stood out to you so far?
Who stood out to me, I believe, is Coop. He a baller, I'm not gonna lie. He got good technique and everything. In my head right now, some competition with him. Not in a bad way, but like today, for instance, it wasn't a good day for me personally, but that's a part of the game, you feel what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I heard Coop's a big trash talker. Do you guys go back and forth when it comes to that?
We don't go back and forth, but he gonna talk his shit, for sure.
And just, the other defensive linemen, just who stood out to you on the line, especially among like the younger guys?
Among the younger guys, if I'm being honest, nobody really, but those some big boys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll be talking to some of them, and it's like they tell me they're a freshman. I'm like, damn, I thought you was like a junior or senior or something like that. But they definitely got that size on them. It's just a matter of getting the technique down.
Who's helped you the most that's been here in Miami, just to get you through the transition process of learning defense in this one?
I say D-Lou and JT, because they're my defensive line coach, and they're gonna make sure I get the plays, do them right every play, and again, they make sure I harp on that technique. There's not one play where I don't have technique and they don't tell me that I'm not doing it right. They're gonna correct me every single time.
What's the main message from Coach Lewis to you in particular? Things that he's always saying in practice.
One thing that he says every day, you gotta the first thing I would say, when the ball moves, I'll move. That means get on the ass. Get on the ass from the rip. As soon as you step on the field, you want to go. It's no easing around. It's no oozing around when you on the field. It's great business.
I just want to talk about your journey leading up to Miami. Just what are some things that you learned from going through all that you did to get here that you think is going to help you at this level?
One thing I learned through my journey is that one, there's levels to this, and two, if you don't put the work in, you're not gonna get results. And that's another thing that when I got here, like you really start to visualize, you really start to see it with the players and things like that.
And then I want to ask you, obviously making the jump from G5 to Power 4, just what are your thoughts about that adjustment? And obviously, I know you're gonna say you're ready for it, but just what are your thoughts on that?
I'm really just excited, man. The competition, there's a difference in the competition, I would say, for sure. But it's not gonna do anything but make me better. Every single day I come in, I know it's going. I can't be lacking when I come out on this field. If you're lacking, you're going to lag, and you're going to get exposed.